Hello, guys. Thank you very much for joining in. Hi, this is Ganesh Nayak. I help finance professionals and students to excel in their career and become a better version of themselves. And I also help students preparing for FRM and CFA exam to help them to clear the exam. Now, in this interview, I'm going to be talking to one of my students who has been able to clear FRM Level 1 in November 2022 attempt. This was his first attempt, and he has been able to clear it in that itself. We're going to be talking about his journey, his preparation, how he was able to manage along with work, what challenges he faced, and how he overcome those challenges to clear the exam. So today we have with us Harish. Harish, thank you very much for joining in and taking out time. It's very early in the morning, and we are doing this session. So thank you
Sir,
very much.
thank you very much, sir, for inviting me.
And
Thank you very much, sir.
Harish, before we start the conversation, just for the audience, uh, when you decided to start doing the preparation for FRM, and what were you doing then? What was your profile then?
So my name is Harish. I was working. I'm working in banking sector for the last in PSB. I am having experience of 10 years, 10 plus years, and I am working in risk related department. Earlier, sir, I was in thought process of doing data science. I called you regarding in data science applicable to banking industry, especially wherever the application is there. I want to
Mhm.
started data science actually. But
Okay.
before starting into the data science, my background is MCA, Master of Computer Applications. Before doing to that, I need to know the core concept. Technically, is we can do later. This is the thoughts I have saved from my colleagues and all. Then I called you in the month of May, sir. You also suggested you if you don't know the core concepts, then how can you apply into the data science or any technical like that? You suggest you the same answer I also got from you also. Then I decided to go with FRM, financial risk
Okay.
management. In the month of May, I have taken, sir.
Okay.
After taking, yeah, yes, sir. I after taking in the month of May, I was not paying serious attention in that.
Okay.
Uh, Actually, my preparation started from July.
Okay. Okay. The moment you paid the fees, the
Yes,
institute
sir.
fees.
Yes, sir. Yeah, initially I thought it was like IABF certification. I can do it in a month of 1 month, like that. But it is not like exam. I realized it. We need to know the more concept it is driven, and we should be very clear in the content. Like these are the answers I have searched in forums also. Then I
Okay.
also faced some difficult concepts like that. I need to actually I have started in the month of July
Okay,
16th.
but when you decided to go in May, was there any fear? Because see, you had 10 years gap in between of your
Yes, sir.
formal education. So, or you had 10 years of gap. It is not just college pass out. So, was there any fear from that side?
Yes, sir. I was having fear of 10 plus. You see, again, we have to go to student level and we need to give. Actually, we are in the professional and we are working in the, that stream is different and this stream is different. But I am having experience of giving competitive exams,
Okay.
some competitive exams, government, central government, that. That rapport is continuing with me. That's why I am able to give exam.
Okay. So it helped you in terms of your preparation also while giving the exam also it helped you.
Yeah,
The
some internal
previous.
certifications, yes, sir. Some internal certifications of IABF, CAB, in risk certification in financial risk. I have given it, and those are very 10% what I observed compared to FRM.
Okay. No, FRM, it has a difficult level, and industry banking people also know that it's a tough exam. So when you're able to clear the exam, okay, when you're able to clear the exam, then it definitely means that you have such some caliber, you are able to pick up concepts, then that is what it is. But now from this from the day you joined me, from May till July, how much was the number of hours that you were dedicating?
May to July, actually, in from the July month, I I should be considered, sir, because I have not
Okay.
taken some videos. I have seeing again. I have taken notes also, just going on watching your videos. Actually, I have started from the July month. I have given for the 2 to 3 hours per day consistently.
After July 2 to 3 hours properly.
Yes, sir. In the month of from the month of July, I have given 2 to 3 hours.
And you are going through Swagger only or any other textbook?
Squager only.
Okay. And the order of preparation was as per the Excel sheet, or
Yes, sir.
you?
Yes,
Okay.
whatever the Excel you provided, I have maintained the same track of the subject.
Okay. And so you were watching the video, you were reading the textbook, and you were immediately solving, or you were solving after some gap?
No, sir. Immediately, I'm taking section wise test you provided that one.
Okay, okay. And then, so when you were following from July, what was your status by the end of September?
Uh, Sir, 70% I have completed. Where is remaining in the schedule part? Where I have found very difficult in the bond valuations, and I found very difficult in that I called you in at night 10 o'clock also, but you replied very beautifully. Even you talked with 1 hour, half an hour, 40 minutes. I remembered it. 40 minutes you have what we have called,
We had a
and
conversation,
you
yes.
cleared very so much doubts with patience.
Okay. But when you were preparing, so the timing was consistent. I mean, 2 to 3 hours was every day, or you were not, there was some other commitments and you had to go somewhere and you missed that consistency from July till September.
No, sir. I maintained consistency because of this curriculum. I got realized if we don't give any miss the track, we may the more probability of failing the exam. I know it because
Okay.
I got to know it by
Okay.
seeing the curriculum and this one.
Okay. And the 70% was done, almost 70% reading and solving was done by end of September, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, when was roughly that you got completed with your entire 100% in terms of
Uh,
videos, in terms of textbook, in terms of chapter wise questions?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have completed in the month of uh, October 20th. I have completed the total entire syllabus and started
Okay.
giving the revision, where I am having 45 days of time to go exam.
Okay. And your exam date was?
November 12th.
Okay. So from 20th to 12th, from 20th to 12th, what were you doing? Only revising? Did you solve sectional tests or mock papers?
On revising the Squager book and my notes, I have bookmarked those questions in your question bank provided,
Okay.
which are tricky and having twist in the nature. Those helped me in the exam also. I have bookmarked those questions and went to the exam by
Okay.
revising them once revising the total square each section wise 5 6 chapters. Again, I am revising those bookmark. I go to back to the question bank, and
Okay.
which were bookmarked, I have gone through the content and the subject you provided.
Okay, okay. But did you solve sectional test or did you solve mock papers?
Yes, sir. Two I have solved mock papers. One is institute
Okay.
provided, and one more is GARP is given mock test.
So one GARP and one mine, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, okay. So two mock papers. What was the average score that you were getting
Sir,
in those
institute
mock?
provided, I got 71, sir. And
Okay.
GARP provided, I got 75. Per-
75. Okay, that was a very good number. Because
Uh,
normally a lot of students were getting around 60. Institute,
okay,
the GARP institute also and our institute, 60 roughly. There are
okay,
students who got 50 also and they are also cleared
okay.
in the exam. They mock papers. Now, when your exam center was in the same city,
Yes, yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And
Yes,
when
sir.
you went to the exam, what happened in the first 1 hour when you started solving?
Yeah, yeah. When I went to the exam, sir, first before that there are some exam slots, and many of our your students posting exam was okay. Some students got 30% 30% quantitative and 70% theory, like that. But in my exam, when I went to the first 1 hour, questions were very tricky. But I maintained the same concept, and applying the concept to the questions. Those are not very direct questions. I am going in
Mhm.
first 1 hour. I realized that my paper is somewhat heavy quantitative, by seeing
Okay.
the questions. And those are also theory parts also, they have not given very directly. Those two options are very closely related. You without knowing the concept, you cannot attempt the question. You need to more focus on those questions. This is the experience I faced for the first 25 questions. Then I keep on doing questions.
Okay. Okay. And you were able to complete all your 100 questions in that 4 hours
Yes,
time?
sir. Yes, sir. I utilized
Okay.
entire 4 hours. Only 20 seconds I left only.
Okay. And then uh, how many theory and how many overall, how many theory, how many calculations were there?
So in my exam, 65 theory I found, and 35 were quantitative
And those
calculations were
quantitative,
found.
how many out of those quantitative you feel you made right?
Out of 35, 18 were straightforward, and okay, we can do it. And the remaining are it is, if we
Tricky.
consider binomial, or it is two-step
Okay.
binomial. They have given diagram method, like.
Okay. Lengthy basically. It was lengthy and
Yes, sir.
tricky.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
What about the 65 theory question? What do you think? What was the analysis of those?
65, 50%, 50% were, we can give it easily, and remaining 50, 30 questions are very concept driven. We need to apply the concept with like those are I found that those are very lengthy questions, and also difficulty in the terms of the concept.
Okay.
I found it is.
Okay. When you solved when you came out of the exam, and you saw, so how many numbers of question you were confident that okay, I've done correct?
I'm confident about 55 questions were correct.
Okay.
Also, when
Okay.
I
And you were
come out of the exam, yeah, I call you. Say, I don't know what happened in the exam. Also, that much lengthy difficulty paper I got.
it is very normal. Everybody who gives the exam, because right now it is more theoretical, you cannot be 110% sure that okay, I got 60 correct, I got 50 correct. So it is always in the range. And like I told you, if you want to clear the exam, if you're getting between 55 to 60, that is also good enough. You can clear the exam. It is not that you have to get 80, 90, right? That is not required because nobody is able to get that primarily.
Okay.
So now what are the quartiles that you've got?
I got 2211, sir.
Two, two, one, one. So book two, book
1 1.
one, book two, second quartile, book three, book four, first quartile.
Yes, sir.
Now,
FMP.
when you started your journey, did you realize that you'll be getting second quartile in quant, then FMP or this book four, one quartile? So do you felt that you had some idea about it? कि ये हो सकता है?
So when I started preparation, you were saying, sir? Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, I am entire new to this concept, sir, till now. Why? Because my background is my education background is different, and these FMP derivatives, I used to do some market. I know the market, but anyhow, some swaps, derivatives, futures and forwards. I have not done market. I have seen the market, observing, but I don't have any experience doing the market, and quantitative also it is probability. I found the difficult concepts, probability, time series. Those were because of your teaching analysis. Those were complex in nature, but you bring them into the easily manner. That helped me a lot in regarding bond valuations also, where also I found difficult, where valuation at risk and quantitative, the method you told, which were for non-mass background students, or any persons can, who is having non-mass background, they can do it very easily because of your
Okay.
bring them a complex nature into the simplified nature. That
Okay.
helped me a lot.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, what do you think? I mean, from your experience, if suppose somebody is from the banking industry, public sector banks, like in India, what they should do to clear this exam? What thing they
Yeah.
should manage?
Yes, sir. From the those who are from coming from the banking industry, first of all, they need to understand that these are the CFA or FRM. These are the not certifications, like we are writing internally, which are providing IAB. These are international certificate that too having the competition, where you need to. It is not only depends on our performance. It is relatively we need to perform relatively to others. So we need to have early plan, and we need to have proper mentor and maintain consistency. These are the suggestions from my end.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And now, when the results are out, what has been the reaction of people around you, your colleagues, your friends, family members?
My colleagues, those are in higher cadres, general managers, they appreciated me a lot, and their sons and their daughters also, they are doing this type of courses, but they are not they are not connecting to the subjects. They are giving more value to me because of FRM is not a difficult, it is not an easy exam. They appreciated me a lot, and they congratulated, and they invited a meeting and conducted a meeting, and in that meeting they applauded a
Okay.
lot and given a lot of congratulations, and I got many applause.
Wow, wow, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Thank
And it is good to see that people in the banking industry also now recognizing that FRM is a certification which can help them to grow or
you.
help them to give knowledge from the that perspective. So wonderful. I mean, this interview, Harish, is going to be very helpful for people from banking industry to analyze and see that how there are people who can clear the exam. Like so, from you started seriously from July, and from July in
Yes, sir.
November, in the first attempt you were able to clear. So that motivation, I think, so a lot of banking people need today because they are smart. The only problem they face is they don't get time to prepare because they are hectic schedule. They don't get consistent time. So that is one thing I think so a lot of banking people should have to manage to clear this exam properly because you need consistent preparation of 6 months, 5 months, and you need to have that hope that I will
Okay.
clear the exam,
Yes.
right? So wonderful. This interview is going to motivate a lot of people, and thank you very much for taking our time and talking to us and giving your views regarding your preparation for the exam. Thank you, Harish.
Thank you
Thank you
very
very
much.
much.
Thank you very much, sir.